Welcome to the Dump Truck Toolbox. I'm Alan, and today we're talking dollars and cents about why maybe you should not start a hauling business right now. Thanks for joining me on the channel today. It's always a pleasure to start a conversation with you. I'm a cheerleader for starting your own hauling business. Create a plan, save up, buy a truck, and start hauling. And I don't just want you to start a hauling business, I want you to have a long and profitable run as an owner-operator. If you're a regular on the channel, you may know that I'm not just a dump truck driver. I'm also a former professor of management and a business coach. Based on my experience and what's going on in business, I would advise don't start a hauling business, at least not right now. Why is that? I don't think the economic environment right now is ideal to start a hauling business. Specifically, on the road to starting your hauling business, right now there are 4 flashing lights that may say, slow down. Here's a headline from the Conference Board, who reported that consumer confidence overall declined in February of 2025. Their expectation index, which is consumer short-term outlook for income, business, and the labor market, dropped 9.3 points to 72.9. Even more troubling, the expectations index was below their threshold of 80 that may signal a recession is coming. The U.S. economy is highly dependent on consumer spending. If consumers lose confidence, they may cut back, and that drop in consumer spending could lead to the whole economy slowing down. Yellow light number 2, stubborn inflation and a weak labor market. This headline mentions stagflation. That's stagnant economic growth with high inflation. Stubborn inflation is keeping interest rates higher than normal. Tariffs or worse, a full-blown trade war could further increase inflation, and the number of jobs is not growing very fast. Yellow light number 3, decreases in funding for road construction. We're seeing reports on cuts in federal spending on roads and highways. In late January of 2025, the U.S. Department of Transportation briefly suspended all payments for all projects. This was reversed just in a matter of hours, but there is a lot of uncertainty about what projects may be canceled or cut back by the new administration. If there's lower funding for roads, civil construction companies like mine will definitely feel a pinch. And in the dump truck business, individual owner-operators will feel even more pain. You see, construction companies and materials yards with their own fleet of dump trucks tend to want to keep their trucks and their drivers rolling down the road, so they cut back on rental trucks first. A slowdown in highway construction could make it even harder for a new owner-operator to get enough work to cover their bills. The 4th and final yellow light, businesses are uncertain about the future. Right now, in March of 2025, small businesses are uncertain about the future. More broadly, uncertainty about U.S. economic policy is getting as high as it was during the first year of COVID. With high levels of uncertainty, it's harder for business leaders to justify new construction projects. Here's a quote from the New York Times. Uncertainty makes businesses more reluctant to hire and invest and leads to lower sales beyond the policy's own impacts. So the policy may be good, but if business is uncertain about how's the policy going to be implemented, is it going to actually happen or not, they're going to be reluctant to spend money. For example, with tariffs, a company might decide to build one type of factory in the US, but if there are no tariffs, they might decide to build a different type of factory. However, if the rules are uncertain, tariffs, no tariffs, or tariffs that come and go, the company might decide to wait before building any type of factory. With these 4 flashing yellow lights, my advice is do not start a hauling business right now. Instead, wait another 6 months, 12 months, maybe 2 years until the economy is on a more firm footing. Look for reports of continued spending on roads, new home construction, and general business growth. While you wait, get more experience with dump trucks, get more insight on how to run a business, and save up more money. Then, when the economy is right, you'll be able to get a faster start with your hauling business. So sometimes business professors are accused of always having to say, on the other hand, if you have an overwhelming drive to start a hauling business, an intense hunger to be an owner-operator, and you just have to feed that hunger, you have my permission to ignore my advice on the economy. Here's the bottom line. If you have the money and experience you need, and you are so eager to start that you just can't wait any longer, then go ahead. Start your business, plan, get your finances together, buy a dump truck, and then just do it. Thanks for joining me on the channel today. If today's video was interesting or useful, please like, subscribe, or hit the notifications button. I welcome any and all comments. I would love to hear from you if you're thinking of starting your own hauling business. If you own a hauling business or you used to own a hauling business, let me know how my thoughts on the economy line up with your experiences. This is Alan, and I look forward to seeing you again soon on the Dump Truck Toolbox.